July 8th of July. Finishing my sketchbook. Details, one side. I like it. I think the proportions are fine. And this one is just so silly. Yay! Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nana or Mariana. And in this video, I'll show you my first finished sketchbook. This sketchbook I bought in 2021. That was when I decided to start drawing again after years of not drawing at all, like since I was a kid. So I bought this small sketchbook just to see if I would do it or not. And then I draw on a page and then left it like for a year and a half maybe. And then I decided to draw again, and I filled it with drawings, and you see there's a lot. Mostly I would say like 98% of it is BTS related, maybe even 99%, because that's why I started drawing again, because of BTS. So at first I would just draw BTS portraits. I can even say that it's a sketchbook for saying, because it was more like a practice sketchbook. Like I was learning to draw again, so there's a lot of mistakes, a lot of drawings that I don't like, but I decided to show you guys anyway because it's part of the process of me learning how to draw. I don't know, I'm proud of myself for finishing it. I did finish another one, I think, or I'm close to finish it, so I'll maybe do a part 2, like another video of my second sketchbook. But let me know if you guys like it, and let's do it. Okay, let's do it. As you can see, it's a small one. It's the size of my hand, and I'm sorry because I don't have a tripod here, so as you can see, I am improvising. Let's go. So yeah, like I said, that was the first drawing I did here when I bought it. I was just watching random videos as like tutorials how to draw and etc. And I did this and then I started drawing things that I saw around me so I could practice. That was supposed to be a book, I think. As you can see, it's not that good. And oh, I actually did 3 pages before I quit for a while. So this one was a bottle that I had in my room. This one was like the first video I watched to learn how to draw a face. This is the reason why I started to draw again. You see, it was like around April or May. You can even find this photo online, and you know the exact date when I said, oh yeah, I need to draw this. This is Yoongi of BTS. He was extremely handsome that day, and I don't know, I felt the urge to try and draw him. This took me hours. Like I think it took me like most of the day maybe. I do like the eyes. I'm lucky because I didn't have to draw his whole face, but I do like the eyes, and the rest is just a mess. But yeah, that was the beginning of it all. And I got obsessed with drawing him. At the time, Taeyong was my bias, but I don't know how I didn't see it before, but Yoongi, it was there already. And you can clearly see that I was obsessed with him. And that's one of the first drawings I did. I started to put dates on it so I could check my progress. So this one was July 8th of July 2022. This took me hours too, I remember, because I could only draw with a pencil. I was not at all sure of myself, of course. I was not confident. So I would draw with pencils and erase and draw again and erase like 1,000 times until the paper couldn't take it anymore. And yeah, that took me like almost a whole day too, I think. This one was July 12th. That's Jin. And it took me a lot to draw it. I remember how hard it was for me to draw his helmet. And I don't think it's the best one, but at the time I was proud of it, like, because his face was okay-ish for my abilities. Oh, that one. That was 14th July. It took me the whole day. I'm pretty sure it took me the whole day. You can also see here all the marks from all the erasing I did, like here too, here, everywhere. It was like more of a perspective drawing. I like very, very lightly, but still, like the table in here, and it took me a while to understand it. I didn't know how to draw hands at the time, and his face, like his side profile. Everything was a challenge. Like every drawing I did was a challenge for me. Oh, that one was a fail. I remember how hard it was for me to, understand the anatomy. You can see that it's just a mess. He looks like he's, like an old man, and so weird. And the hand, it took me so long to draw, even though it's not even good. I just had to let it go. But I wasn't at all satisfied, so I tried to draw it again a few days later. I'm way more satisfied with this one, even though it's not perfect, but it's clear, there is a body there, I think. I don't know, it's better, a little bit better. This one is cute. It was like a montage, like a Photoshop BTS photo. And it was cute. I wanted to try something not so realistic because I was so tired of not being able to draw them like as beautiful as they are. So I tried to do something less realistic, so to try to see if I would be more satisfied with it. It's kind of cute, I think. I still like this one. This one is so silly. I was on vacation with my friends, and we were sitting all together and doing our own things, and I decided to draw Jungkook, but I wanted to try something different, like other than just following the reference. So I used the photo for reference, and I tried to imagine his outfit differently, because he really looked like a sheriff with his fake mustache. But I didn't like it at all, and you can see that I gave like zero effort for his tattoos. So yeah. Oh my god, this is haunted. I don't want to talk about it. I have a very, very hard time trying to draw like realistic faces, like I said, and Taeyong's smile is very, very hard for me to put it on paper, and this one is terrible. This one, I like it. I think, like, you can see that he's there. It's his face. And I remember I was proud of myself for being able to put his face there. I don't know. It's cute. This is Namjoon for his photo shoot. And I kind of like how I did his face. And again, it was just part of his face, so it was less hard for me to draw. And the challenge, it was actually to draw the sunflower, because I wasn't familiar with drawing plants, which would change in the future, but at the time I wasn't at all familiar with flowers and plants. And that's another Yoongi drawing, and it's a terrible one. I am aware of it. I didn't even fill the whole page because I had no idea of space, how to fill a space or how to compose a drawing. I still struggle with that, but I am a little bit better. Yeah, it turned out like this small drawing on the not so big page, like a small page too, but I couldn't even manage to fill the page. I consider a fail. Well, a practice sketch. This one is terrible. I'm sorry, Jimin. I'm so sorry. I was so unhappy with this one that I tried again. And this one is a bit better. I wouldn't say it looks like him, but it has like human features, at least. Anyway, and I was trying to, you know, use the shadows, you know, try to practice that. So I tried everywhere, and I don't think it's a good job, but it was a nice try. This one is another Yoongi fail. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it doesn't look like him. Again, I was trying to, you know, do the shadowing here. I don't know if shadowing is the right word, but anyway. This was for Jungkook's. That's when I started my tradition of drawing the boys for their birthdays. Actually, it's like a artist army thing. So I really wanted to try too because I was learning and all. So I figured it would be a nice practice for me. And I mean, it's like the perfect opportunity to draw them with an excuse, you know. So I chose this one for Jungkook, and I don't like it that much. I altered it at some point, but I can't remember anymore where. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I don't think it looks like him. This is another cursed Taeyong smile. I'm so sorry, Tete. I really try, but it's the same photo reference as the other one. I wasn't satisfied. Yeah, I have nothing to say. That was for Namjoon's birthday that year, 2022. But I didn't have a lot of time, so I draw him like his back, and so I could save some time with the face and everything, and I kind of like it. I don't know, it's Namjoon. I can see him there, even though it's just his back. I don't know if other people would see it too, but anyways, I know it's him. And then later I draw this one, which is still one of my favorite sketches. I don't know, there's something about it, like it's not realistic. You can see it's him, and it was so easy to draw. Even to this day, I feel that it was one of the easiest sketches I made. Did it at once, like, and then I just filled with the flowers, you know, the details, his bonsai. The hands and the feet, they are not great, but as it's not realistic, I let myself go with this one. It's still one of my favorite sketches in this sketchbook, and I wish I could reproduce it, because really it's not like I have a style. So every time I draw something or someone, I have no idea how it will turn out at the end. And if I could choose, I would maybe choose this one as like my style. But I don't know how to do it again. You'll see that there's not gonna be another one like this. This is Jin. I like this one. I like it. What else to say? This is J-Hope. I did for Rush Hour release. I see some problems in it, but I still like it. It took me a long time. I think I watched his concert, the whole concert, before I finished. So maybe 2 hours, and maybe a little bit more after that. So yeah, a long time for a sketch. I know. I mean, at the time, I took my sweet time with every drawing I made, because I have no experience, so it is normal to take your time. So I don't know when I did this one, but I know it was a while after this one, because this one was September, and I know it took me a few months to come back to this sketchbook, because I wasn't drawing that much, and because I bought another sketchbook, so I started to sketch on the other one because it was bigger, and I kind of let this one alone for a while. But then I wanted to draw something from my head. I mean, I saw this little boy in the metro, and I really wanted to draw him, but I didn't take a picture or anything, so I tried to draw it from my head. and this is what I came up with. I skipped some pages because I had a crush, and long story short, I drew him a lot, so I'm not gonna show his face here. And it's not even good anyway, so it's another Taeyong drawing, and I don't like it at all. That, you see, that was, oh my god, it was like March 2023, a long time after the last one. I think my life was a little messy at the time, so I kind of draw way less than before. So here I was trying to sketch faster, so I would try to erase less and write down how many minutes it took me, and you know, just try to improve my drawing. I like this one and this one. I hate this one. And this one, it was a struggle. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, so I couldn't do it properly, but yeah, I had to let go, but I don't like it. But those two, I kind of like it. What's this? I was watching My Beloved Summer at the time, and I was trying to draw the characters. Like, not the characters themselves, but some scenes that I thought were beautiful. But that was a disaster. I tried again. It was, again, a fail. I was still very bad with the anatomy, proportions, and all that. So, yeah, fail. That was when Jin shaved his head for the military. I was so sad that day, so I tried to draw him, but I don't like it. I didn't do a good job. I kind of like this one, but I feel that it's so like unfinished. Of course, like the hair is terrible. I feel it's missing something, but it's not that bad. It's not my worst, as you could see. This is just a page that I never finished, but it gave me an idea for my first digital painting that I did on my phone with Clip Studio Art or Clip Art Studio. Maybe it's not neither. I can't remember anymore. But anyways, I tried to. That was my first attempt of a digital art, and I was struggling a lot with the size of the screen, and also because I didn't have a good drawing tool. You know, the little pencil for drawing, and it was so hard, but I kind of like the result of that one. Maybe I'll put it on the screen if I find it so you guys can see. This is Taeyong. Back in the days, I didn't have a washing machine at home, so I had to go often to a laundromat. And while I was there, I used to practice because I had to kill some time, and why not draw? So that was one of those drawings I did Taeyong, and that was April the 2nd, 2023. I kind of like it. I think the proportions are fine, you know. It took me not so long to do it. As I said, like I was in the laundromat, like maybe an hour, which is not terrible for me at the time. Yeah, so I like it, kind of. This one is another fail. It's an Yoongi again. I had a lot of trouble with the hand and the microphone, and with his face in this angle, and with the clothes, and with the hair, and with everything. I love the reference, and I hate that it turned out like that. But I couldn't do better than this at the time. And then a few weeks later, I tried this one, which it was like one of my first attempts to draw like an environment, like a background. And it was an easy one per se, because like the perspective is not that hard. But I never finished. Like I wanted to refine it a little bit more, but at the end I never came back to it. But I kind of like it like that. This one is just a representation of a dream I had. And it's terrible. Like I don't like it at all. The proportions here are terrible. And she looks like a worm. I don't know. It's terrible. That's a silly sketch. I just wanted to use my color pencils. I imagine Jungkook being in his own world, with all this interference from the outside, but he's just like vibing in his own vibe, you know, something like that. I know it's terrible, like it was just a silly sketch. And yeah, that was D-Day era, so yeah. There is a lot of Yoongi from now on. It was April 16th, and I kind of like this one. It was a quick one, and the result is not horrible, so yeah. That one was when J-Hope enlisted, so I wanted to do something less sad, so I did this one. But of course their faces are terrible, so this one was a doodle. I don't know, it was the middle of the night. I wanted to doodle something quickly and do like I didn't want to care about proportion or perspective or anything. I just wanted to do like this kind of surrealistic drawing, view of my room, or my, not my room, but the room I imagine in my head. So like, anyways, that's it. It's just a silly sketch. And that's when I started to use color pencil to sketch. So I was trying to avoid to erase all the time, so I could be more confident with my drawings. And that was how I decided to start. Of course there was the other one, but that's when I decided to start, because I didn't want to overthink the technical side of the drawing. Another D-Day sketch. This is from a Hagam music video, and this one is just so silly. I didn't know how to draw in such a small scale. So silly, but I do like the middle one. Okay, I had to pause because I didn't have storage space anymore. I really do need that vlog camera, guys. What do I do? Okay, back to it. So yeah, I wanted to draw like Hagam art and like sketches or doodles, but I also took the opportunity to practice hands. It was the perfect opportunity because like Yoongi's hands are so beautiful. So yeah, this is a hands practice. And still on the Yoongi subject, I just took some references and I wanted to draw his face. And what bothers me the most about this one is that each one of them, it's like a different person. Like, who are they? I'll come back to that one day. Back then, I was listening a lot to the new Epic High album. I love God's Latte, and I really wanted to doodle something related to that, so I did this one. So you can see the perspective, it's all wrong, and I didn't even bother to draw the legs and everything. And the hand, what's that? But it was just an idea that I wanted to put on paper so I could come back to it one day. And every time I listen to this song to this day, I still think about doing some art related to that. And that was another one of my middle of the night doodles, because that's when I had a lot in my mind, so I wanted to draw something. It's terrible, but you know, it's just a sketchbook, right? My haunted cats page. That was the first time I tried to draw cats, and I was so confused because I could see their features, but I couldn't put it, like I couldn't do it. It was so frustrating. What is this one? I mean, it was a meme already, but like I did make it worse. And don't look at this one for long because you have nightmares. What is this? And like everything's terrible here. This one was May 2023. I wanted to see if I did improve, so I redraw the first sketch that I did in this sketchbook, and I think it's a little bit better, but I do like the other one better. Like the eye is better than this one, but the mask is better. And I don't know if I can say it's better, but you know, I was trying to prove a point. I don't know if I did, but I tried. This one was, I took a Namjoon photo for reference. And this is a quote from one of his letters to Army. And it's so beautiful. And I think it really goes well with that one picture. So I drew it. It's written, rather than wandering around in search of love, if I can embody love itself, I want to believe that love will naturally come to those who love and to those who show a willingness to nurture that love. It's so beautiful. He's such a poet. And this one, it was like, oh, I miss Jin, so I drew some references. It's kind of cute. And then this one was from May 13th, 2023, and this one is July 18th, 2023. That means I wasn't drawing that much. That was when I moved, so I didn't have time and I wasn't in the mood for drawing. So, oh no, actually, I was drawing a lot, like on my iPad, but I was so sick of it because I didn't have an Apple Pencil, so it was so frustrating to try to draw with the other one that I had. So I decided to draw on paper, so I could feel that I still could draw. And I draw Miles Morales, and I do like this one. I was planning to draw the other characters too, but then I got lazy again. And I decided then that I wanted to practice more animals, and they're not so good, but what bothers me the most is still the cat, because it's still a little bit cursed. Like, what is wrong? Why can't I draw a cat? And this was supposed to be a tongue. I don't know if you can see that, but every time I look at it, I think it's like teeth. But that was not my intention. I can unsee it now. I didn't bother to draw a face because I wanted to be a quick thing, but I took a reference and I drew the outfit. I was more into drawing the outfit actually, so I kind of like it. This one was me testing my crayons, I think. This is that was a challenge. It was a weird position for and weird angle, and I couldn't find a good reference to draw this, so I was kind of improvising. It's not so good. I was just trying to come up with a character. I let it go for a while, but I did draw a character later. It's not here, but I did, and it's kind of similar to this one actually. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm so dumb. I thought I brought the right one, the one that I actually finished, but no, I didn't finish this one. It was the other one, and I'm not home, so I don't have it with me. Okay, so I have all this to finish actually. I'm so silly. Oh, I remember now. I was actually trying to do a video like finishing my sketchbook. And I totally forgot about it, and I thought that I was doing like a sketchbook tour. Okay, what should I do then? I'll do both. Okay, I'll try to finish the sketchbook then. And I'll come back to it later. Oh my god. Okay, see you later. Bye. Okay, crisis. Oh. Crisis everywhere. So I'm not gonna be able to finish this sketchbook in time to post this video this week. So this was the sketchbook tour. Yay! I'll try to finish this sketchbook during this week, and then I'll post it next week. I hope I will be able to do so. I was looking at it, and it still has 16 pages, which is kind of easy for a sketchbook this size. But if you think that took me 3 years to, okay, 2 years to get here with it, maybe 16 pages, it's a lot, I don't know, we'll see how long it's gonna take me. I will just have to make an effort for a change, and I hope I can come back with finishing my sketchbook video next week. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and leave your like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.